There, it's 54-39. Woo. Fourth time this year, Golden State has been held under 40 and a half. Happened once all of last year. American Express halftime report. Studio J here in Atlanta. Happy MLK Day to y'all. Thanks for spending part of your day with us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Charles Barkley. Boy, these Golden State shooting numbers are dismal in the first half. 32%, 3 out of 24 from deep.
Yeah, you know, Buddy Hield got off to a great start, and he's kind of come back down to earth.
Wiggins 0 for 8 in the first half.
They're just, listen, you know, Steph has been one of the best ever. He's starting to slow down. Draymond's starting to slow down. They got to figure out, are they just going to take the loser or make a trade? And that's going to be a big decision because, you know, I saw Steph said, hey, maybe we shouldn't mortgage our future because they're not going to be competitive the next couple of years because their best player got older. They let their other great player go, and they just in trouble right now.
They are 1-10 this year when they score under 100. Only happened 3 times all of last year, and they scored 39 in the first half. American Express teammates, let's see what they've cooked up, underdog and the crew. Okay, Jason Tatum with 10. Porzingis with 12 on 4 of 11. Celtics shooting 48% compared to 32% for the Warriors. But you see the unicorn, you see Porzingis with 12, and Porzingis on the mind of Dr. O'Neal.
Yeah, even though he's 4 out of 11, not really a great percentage, but he's being aggressive. And I like when he aggressively mixes it up. Listen, right here, set the pick right here. Can either pop or roll. He can pop. He has the ability to make this shot. He made the shot, so we'll go with it. I like it. But right here, big guy, high percentage shot right there. I like my big guy shooting. And right here, Ernie, seal, duck in. Yeah, 3
Give
seconds.
it to him.
3 seconds, ref ain't gonna call it. Stay in there. High percentage jump up right there. Again, in this era that we're playing, guys are gonna play out or they're gonna play in. But when he mixes it up aggressively, Celtics are unbeatable. And if he can play like this for the remainder of the season and stay healthy, I like them to win the championship.
Yet, just 19 and what is their record? 10-9 over their last 19 games.
Well, I think if you actually, I saw a stat the other day. They just, we always say about the way the NBA is constructed today. They've shot their lowest field goal percentage, their threes. They've been the worst team in the NBA the last 6 or 8 games. But that's just the way the NBA is, and they're going to pick it up. But Kenny knows this. The hardest part of basketball is shooting. Nobody shoots 100%, but they just going through a doldrum. Brian Windhorst showed their stats. They are one of the worst shooting teams from threes the last month, and it's really shown.
And, well, they're number 2 last year, number 16 this year in three-point percentage. Despite the fact
this is just the last 2 games, though.
Exactly. But this year, 26 games in which they have missed at least 33 pointers. It's hard to do.
Yeah, but one of the problems with that is the injury to Porzingis.
Right. I can't wait to see your pictures.
There are none.
Why?
Because I want to talk about the rebuild.
Which rebuild?
With Golden State. You know, and they're in a similar situation with the Lakers are in.
At ease. You don't need to run.
And yeah, I don't want to beat you on MLK Day anyway. But they're in a similar situation, Lakers, but much different in the same result. Meaning LeBron James, when you're rebuilding around LeBron James, and you say, hey, he's later in his years, he's maybe not the same player, but he's still a great player, or one of the top players in the league. LeBron James plays with the ball in his hand. So you have to build a team that actually fits in. So you're going to bring in older players. I think with Steph Curry, he actually plays without the ball a lot, and he's running off picks. So now you can bring in and say, we're going to do a young rebuild with young energy to get him shots easier because he's shooting more instead of beating people off the dribble. So the rebuild is different. They should go young through the draft, through trade, keep guys like Kuminga, not think about trading. Guys like Kuminga and his age, that group is where they need to be. Where the Lakers, they need to get older players at times to go with LeBron because LeBron handles the ball.
You buying that?
No.
You don't think the Golden State should get younger?
It doesn't matter what they do unless they go out and get a superstar and try to rebuild on the.
I don't think they could do that.
Well, that's their only chance because Steph is old.
Do you think this year they go for it? I mean, like a Jimmy Butler?
I think they should try it because who's the only team we sure of in the West?
OKC.
That's it.
Denver.
Denver gonna have to improve their bench.
I disagree with you, man. I think the West is just super tough. I think
Who's
a lot of teams.
OKC is the best team in the West.
No, but if you look at Golden State,
I'm just asking you a
they're
question.
not better than any of the Houston
Not
Rockets,
now. Not
Memphis,
now.
Denver, Clippers.
I said if they made a big trade.
Mavericks.
If they made a big trade is what I said. Getting younger ain't gonna make them better.
I'm gonna dismantle to get young, and then I'm gonna try to rebuild.
54-39 is your halftime score. Coming back with more on the American Express halftime report.
You want to just race? We
in
can
just
race.
a second.
We can go outside.
The American Express halftime.